Hello! This is a gaming show where we keep you up to date with the latest Nintendo-related gaming news. And sometimes we also cover PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. On today's show, if you haven't heard already, and if you've been living under a rock for the last 24 hours, you will know that one of the biggest games of the year, one of the biggest media releases of the entire century has been delayed. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, obviously. I can't remember the theme tune. Do you know the theme tune from San Andreas? I'm trying to do that. I forgot the weather, Jay. Anyway, Take-Two and Rockstar have decided to delay Grand Theft Auto 6 until November. They delayed it an extra 6 months. The game was actually supposed to be coming out round about now. Do you know when you delayed it the first time? You should have told us it was coming out in 2026 and done. You didn't have to get specific, but yet you did. You told us it was coming in May. Do you know what? It's not even like you need to hurry up. Just don't say anything at all. You need to stop hyping me up like this. Keep your mouth shut. Get in the kitchen. Cook what you're cooking and then release it when it's ready. Because I'm going to be honest, I really do want to play Grand Theft Auto 6. The developers have been working on this game for a very long time. I know the game takes ages to make. I know the game developers are in the back working to the bone. A lot of commitment, dedication, craft, blood, sweat and tears are going into this game, literally. I can wait another 6 months or a year, but just don't tell me it's coming out when it's not. Well, it looks like Take-Two Interactive have dropped their latest financial reports data. It's financial report season, to be honest. I need to report on Nintendo's financial reports because it looked absolutely fantastic. Believe we need to celebrate. Oh my god, Nintendo are doing super well. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Reading an article on Eurogamer, it says Take-Two Interactive published its latest financial report and it had some pretty large revelations about the upcoming game GTA 6. Instead of the game launching on the 26th of May 2026, the game has been pushed back about half a year to the 19th of November 2026. Going on to the Rockstar Twitter account, it says, "Hi everybody, hi!" It says Grand Theft Auto 6 will now release on Thursday, November the 19th, 2026. We are sorry for adding additional time, yeah you should be, to what we realise has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish that you have come to expect and deserve. So yeah, Rockstar was saying that they want to give the game the extra polish. Do you know what? Just drop the game and patch it. Bring the game out now. Is the game really in that bad of a state where you could actually just release the game and then just dash a patch in? Do you know what? We've been waiting 13 years for it. I can wait an extra 6 months, to be honest. So anyway, obviously the world reacting to the whole Grand Theft Auto 6 news. People are out here crying.
It's not coming out. It's not coming out. It's not coming out!
And people are out protesting, but we'll get to that in a minute. But Take-Two stock has plummeted. It's plummeted, it's dropped, it's going down. Down, 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 down. No, literally the stock's plummeting. It's going low. Low, 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 low. I'm joking. Take-Two aren't doing too good. Take-Two released the news that Grand Theft Auto 6 was being delayed at 9 PM at UK time. And then as of 9:35 PM, stock had dropped by 8%. Now, 8% doesn't sound a lot. I actually don't know anything about stocks and shares, but it means that Take-Two stock is down about $30. Now, $30 is a lot for anything. Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick, he did an interview with IGN and he said that they've got more time to develop the title. He said they're getting closer to the release and that they're grateful that they're still within the same fiscal year. It's all about profits, isn't it? It's always about profits with you companies. And the game's going to be alright because it's still launching in the same fiscal year. What about the gamers that have been dying to play this game for years?
Do you want it? I don't want it. Because you're asking for it. You're dying for it.
If Grand Theft Auto 5 has lasted us 13 years, how long is Grand Theft Auto 6 going to last us? I mean, realistically, we're probably not going to get Grand Theft Auto 7 for another 20 years now. I'm going to be 60 when Grand Theft Auto 7 comes out.
It's not coming out!
Talking about Grand Theft Auto 5, Take-Two have just announced in the latest financial reports data that it sold 220 million copies It sold 5 million copies in the last 3 months. He was still buying Grand Theft Auto. Take-Two also announced that Red Dead Redemption 2 has sold over 79 million units, making it the best-selling title of the last 7 years in the US based on dollar sales. That's crazy that. He was still buying that game anyway. And do you know what? Like, I know people will constantly buy Grand Theft Auto because it's got Grand Theft Auto Online and that's what keeps people coming back for more. What's Red Dead Redemption 2 got? Why are people still buying that? Do you know what, to be honest, I've never actually played it, and when it does inevitably come out on the Nintendo Switch 2, I will be buying that, so expect some more millions of copies to be added to this overall total of 79 million units. Red Dead Redemption 2 is actually the 4th best-selling video game of all time. It's ahead of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is on 78.2 million sales, which is absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So what is the reason for the delay? Why have Rockstar decided to delay the game yet again by another further 6 months when you already have done said time and time again that the game was practically finished? Why the delay? What's going on now? Well, listen to this. It says last week GTA 6 developers Rockstar Games suddenly fired 31 of their UK-based workers as well as 3 based in Canada, initially on a charge of gross misconduct, then for the act of sharing confidential information on a public forum. But it says according to the UK's IWGB Game Workers Union. What is that IWGB? The Independent Workers Union of Great Britain, which is a trade union in the United Kingdom. Oh, okay, never heard of that. It's composed of 11 branches which organise workers within their chosen industry, run their own campaigns and have their own representative officials. Okay, cool. So basically, according to IWGB, the Game Workers Union, which is where all the dismissed UK-based employees were members of, the actual reason why they were firing was to stop the employees unionising. So basically, I'm hearing that the staff morale at Rockstar is super low. I'm not surprised. You've been working on this game for about 9 years. Do you know what I mean? Working on anything for 9 years is a tough slog. I'd be demotivated. I'd be feeling lack of morale. I'd want to quit. Rockstar Games was renowned for being a video game developer that had a crunch culture, working the workers to the bone. I've heard horror stories of like workers sleeping underneath the desk, just crawling underneath the desk at midnight and then crawling back out of the desk at 4 AM ready to get a full day's working. Those hours are fabricated, but you get what I'm saying. They're working like slaves out here. Anyway, these 31 people got fired because they're just saying that they were fighting for workers' rights. They're saying that the conditions at Rockstar are not okay. They are being subjected to horrible work conditions, so they were trying to do something about that, and Rockstar said, no, don't try and rile up our workers, don't try and start a little union, don't try and start no revolutions in my house, you know. Otherwise I'll knock you out. So Rockstar got rid of them, 31 members of UK staff, which is kind of illegal. Now, these developers that got fired recently were an integral part of the Grand Theft Auto 6 games development. They were like senior leaders, QA testers, game designers, animators, and now because they've gone, Grand Theft Auto 6 game development's now in disarray, which is the reason for the delay, they're saying, because they don't have these people at a high level who have the skills to get the game out on time. So then it turns out that the employees aren't having any of it, so they started a protest outside Take-Two house in London. Is it in London or is it in Scotland? I can't remember where it is. Obviously Take-Two have got the lawyers out and said, you know what, at the end of the day, we weren't sacking these 31 developers because they were trying to unionize. You can do that, do what you're doing. The reason why we sacked them is because they've got a Discord. They literally Take-Two were saying that these video game developers started a Discord server, started trading online secrets and started leaking game information about Grand Theft Auto 6, and that's why they got sacked. Who's telling the truth? I don't know. Probably the video game developers, to be fair. But hey ho. People have been doing interviews with some of these game developers that have been sacked. Literally, one game developer said that they just finished the morning coffee on October the 30th. They were called in the office for a quick catch up, had no prior warning. Said, get out, you're sacked. Jack, a programmer who was based at Rockstar Dundee, added that they were given no evidence, no screenshots, just nothing that they can defend against. They just said, Rockstar just said, get out. I do need to see receipts though. If that's the case, if you're sacking me because you're telling me that I'm leaking secrets on a Discord server, I need receipts. I'm gonna need to see receipts. One of the video game developers said it was a huge shock. I wasn't made aware I was to be entering that meeting. I wasn't made aware that I had the legal right to representation. I wasn't made aware of the allegations or evidence or that I could defend myself. Every part of me wanted to finish what I was working on with my colleagues, and it's been heart-wrenching just on behalf of myself and everyone affected. But also my colleagues, who I feel a bit of guilt with having left behind. I want it better for everybody, and that was our point. These people got sacked, and now all the other video game developers are going to have to pick up the slack. They're going to have to do longer work hours. The crunch is going to be real. The morale's going to go even lower. They're going to be even more stressed, all because Take-Two just tried to get rid of the video game developers unionizing. Well, we don't know the true story. I really doubt that the developers were going online leaking details. Do you know what I mean? Not when you've been there for so long. Who knows? I mean, you can't get fired for no reason in the UK. There has to be some grounds for the firing. Gross misconduct, inappropriate behaviour. Like, I don't know, like, you can't just get sacked. So Rockstar and Take-Two must have some kind of proof and some kind of evidence that these video game developers were doing something illegal. Because if you don't, Rockstar, I'm gonna be honest, you are absolutely cooked. You are cooked. If you WhatsApp these video game developers just because they wanted to unionize and want to make a better work environment and work under better work conditions, you are absolutely cooked. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 6 will still shift like $10 billion, but you're cooked. So yeah, anyway, just a very quick story. I just wanted to quickly talk about Grand Theft Auto 6, give you the latest news, even though everybody knows what's going on now because it's one of the biggest stories in the world today. Grand Theft Auto 6 has been delayed till November. But yeah, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you for watching. I know these videos aren't that great at the moment. I'm just trying to stay consistent out here. I'm just trying to stay motivated, and I'm just trying to keep up. I'm trying my best, but we will be back with another episode of NNN very soon. I feel me coming back to life, so yeah. Anyway, thank you. I'll see you soon. Have a good night. Bye.